Hey guys, it's Jeremy here on Metal Music Meltdown, back with another video. What we have for today, guys, is another album review. This time we're going to be checking out the latest offering from Pentagram. Old school doom metal band formed in 1971. This is surprisingly only their 10th studio album in their career, which is very few for how long they've been around. The new album just dropped on the 31st of January. It's entitled Lightning in a Bottle. It's got 11 tracks, 52 minutes in length. There is 3 bonus tracks if you get the extended version. And yeah, just a really killer album. Starting with the artwork, I love the artwork, really pops. Got the classic pentagram logo at the top, the pink and the blue hues with, of course, the half-naked woman, very psychedelic looking. And the lineup for the lead vocals, Bobby Liebling is still on vocals. A lot of people were surprised he was still around. Not to sound morbid or whatever, but a lot of people were kind of surprised he was still alive, to be honest. He went through a lot of hardships in his adulthood and for many years, and a lot of people were still just surprised he was around. But he sounds really good on this album. He's 71 years old, and considering things he's gone through, he sounds really good. They got Scooter Haslip on bass, Henry Vasquez on drums, and some songwriting, and Tony Reed on guitars. Really, really good album. Like I said, 11 tracks. The opening, Live Again, 3.5 minutes. Really good opener, high energy. Definitely a higher tempo song compared to a lot of the ones on the album. Good opener. A lot of the songs on this have still really catchy choruses, good sing-along parts, fist in the air kind of epicness, but it's very doomy and sludgy at the same time, very psychedelic. Some other standout tracks for me: in the Panic Room, I Spoke to Death, Lady Heroin. Let me see here. The title track, Lightning in a Bottle, and the last song on the album, Walk the Sociopath, was definitely the doomiest song on the album. Very doomy and like slow and dirgy and evil sounding. Love that song. That's the kind of song I was kind of waiting for through the whole album. They said that just that balls out doom song. The rest of the album is really solid though. It's very psychedelic, sludgy, doomy, really good guitar riffs, catchy choruses. All the guitar solos are very like Tony Iommi, old school Sabbath vibes. So if you're into Sabbath, that kind of bluesy, doomy sound, early Sabbath, like bands like Trouble, other early doom metal bands from back in the day, you'll love this new album. If you love old Pentagram, if you're a fan of Pentagram and you love old Pentagram, you'll still love the new Pentagram. It sounds very similar. They didn't really change your sound too much. I love this album. It's just really, really killer. Like I said, standout tracks for me were Live Again, In the Panic Room, I Spoke to Death, and Walk the Sociopath, and the title track are probably my favorites. There's a couple, Lightning in the Bottle, and I think it was I Spoke to Death, were some of the heavier songs on the album. A little bit more crunchy riffs and more intensity and more kind of balls to them. But every song on this album is a killer track. There's no weak ones on the album. I think it's a little bit front-loaded a little bit. I think overall the first half of the album is a little bit stronger than the second. But I love the whole album. I think it's killer. In terms of a rating, I'm going to give it an 8.5 out of 10. With a little bit more time, I might bump up to a 9. Definitely one of my favorite albums of this year so far. This one and The Hazard, a thrash album, and then the probably the Halo Effect are kind of the 3 standouts for me this year so far. Really love this album. I could see this being a contender for the year-end list if it sticks with me and I keep it on high rotation. Really good stuff. Let me know down below, guys, what you thought of the album. And next week, we have stay tuned for the new ones from Dream Theater. Just want to double check to make sure I got the right ones. Dream Theater, Obscura has a new album out next Friday. And the other one was, Ginger. I'll definitely review the Dream Theater and the Obscura for sure. Possibly the Ginger if I have time next weekend. But yeah, so stay tuned for those reviews next week. So thanks for watching, guys, and keep it metal.